Juneteenth is the oldest nationally celebrated commemoration of the end of slavery in America. It was on June 19, 1865 in Galveston, Texas, when the enslaved learned they were free, 2.5 years after President Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation. Several cities in our area held Juneteenth celebrations this year, and some for the very first time.
It is the day that is the truest form of freedom in America. For all, not just for some.
Dr. Marcellus Davis from the city of Brooklyn Park helped organize Brooklyn Park's Juneteenth celebration. He says Juneteenth should be a jovial festival event where people can learn.
I want to make sure that children from 8 to 3, from 11 to 15, from adults who may not know about this history that is American history through the Black experience, be educated about the purpose of Freedom Day, aka Juneteenth, and why we celebrate it.
In honor of Juneteenth, CCX News reporter Sarah Tamer spoke with a Golden Valley woman who is on a mission to have tough conversations about race, all over a piece of sweet potato pie.
Rose McGee doesn't particularly enjoy cooking.
I don't care to cook at all.
Even more proof, her pies are made with purpose.
I tell people the pie called me. I did not call it.
After the 2014 police killing of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri, McGee set out on a mission.
When I was sitting there watching what was happening in Ferguson, I felt compelled to make sweet potato pies and take them down.
That's when Sweet Potato Comfort Pie began, a way to break barriers and have critical conversations about racism in America and here in Minnesota.
When people sit down and they have a piece of pie around these conversations in Story Circle, they are building relationships. They are getting to know and understand who someone is that may have been perceived in their mind as a threat.
McGee, who lives in Golden Valley, makes the pies every year around Martin Luther King Jr. Day. They're then distributed to the community, serving as a catalyst for compassion and civil dialogue.
It's very important to be respectful. We may not all think alike, we may not all talk alike, look alike. We're all human beings.
We're talking about current events in the light of Juneteenth. It almost seems to me that these pies serve as a reminder of our history while also addressing changes that need to be made. Would you agree with that?
Totally, totally. There's hope there. And that's what keeps me going, is hope.
In Golden Valley, Sarah Tamer, CCX News.
Osseo High School is part of a pilot program aiming to get more people of color into the dental field. Here's CCX reporter Jason Malello with that story.
I knew from a young age that I always wanted to be somewhere around the medical field.
Osseo High School grad Lily Zhang was persistent.
Because we were like, we needed a job shadowing for this summer, or at least like some type of experience.
She is now part of the Career Equity Project, which aims to give more students of color exposure to the dental field.
I'm majoring in dental hygiene. Yeah, and after that I plan to go to dentistry, and I plan to go to ortho.
This past school year, Zhang and 3 of her classmates job shadowed at Apple Tree Dental.
From what I've learned from all those other doctors I've talked to and from family members, they were like, if you don't get as much experience right now, you won't be able to apply for other jobs as they look at the experience that you have gotten.
The ultimate goal of the project is to create a more diverse workforce in dentistry.
Through this partnership, we're able to partner up students with mentorship to help them navigate the process, to build up that resume, to apply to programs, and to get to those goals with some extra supports.
Apple Tree Dental hopes to connect with more schools in the future, and ideally the project will evolve to include internship opportunities for students. In Osseo, Jason Malillo, CCX News.
Golden Valley Police are launching a new community program, and it's called Hashtag 9 p.m. Routine. Hashtag 9 p.m. Routine is a nationwide program that started in 2017. Here's how it works. The police department will push out nightly safety routine messages on social media, reminding people to remove valuables from their car, lock their car doors, and lock up their homes.
Oftentimes people forget that they leave their purse, or ladies leave their purse in the car, guys may leave golf clubs or whatever it may be. So this is to say, hey, just kind of go back out and double check at 9 p.m.
The campaign also allows residents to have an open and anonymous way of communicating with the police department through social media. New Hope homeowners have an extra incentive to spruce up their homes. The city recently launched a home improvement reimbursement program. Owners of single and two-family homes can make upgrades to the exterior of their homes and garages in areas that are visible from the street. The program reimburses property owners for 25% of pre-approved project costs with a maximum reimbursement of $5,000. The city says there's no income requirements.
Some of the goals of the program are to improve or increase property values within the city, to instill confidence within neighborhoods, and to just get people to invest in their homes.
The money comes from a COVID-19 stimulus grant. The City Council approved $100,000 to be available this year and the same amount the following year. Drowning is one of the leading causes of unintentional death for children, and that fact served as motivation for the Maple Grove Fire Department to install a life jacket loaner station on Friday at Weaver Lake.
People will be out boating. They get here, they go, oh man, I don't have my life jacket with. Well, I'm not going to drive home. Now we've got that solution here. So what we want to do is make sure that everybody's got free access to a life jacket. If you forget it, maybe you can't afford one.
Berger calls this a flotation station and is located near the boat launch. It's one of two stations that will allow people free access to a life jacket while they are spending time out on Weaver Lake. He stocked the station with all sizes of jackets from infant to adult.